everybody. I'm Alex Mashinsky with Celcius, and we're from New York. Anyone here from New York? All right. New York is in the house. How many people here are from overseas? Oh, not too many. All right. Just a few. A few guys I know, actually. Who here holds Ethereum? Ether. Who has Ether? All right. We need a few more. What about all these guys not raising their hands? How about Bitcoin? All right. Very good. So guess what, Santa Monica? We have a problem. We have a serious problem. Okay? We are talking to ourselves. I just finished about 12 different conferences. And guess what? The guys from Zug, from Zurich, from London, from New York, all the same guys, right? Isn't it so? Well, if we want our Ether and our Bitcoin to be more valuable, guess what we need to do? We need to do more than 8 million accounts, okay? We need to figure out how to bring in the next 100 million people, not the next 2 million people, okay? And the next 100 million people or the next 1 billion people are not going to come because they just want to trade coins, or they're speculators, or they're anarchists, or they're libertarians, okay? They want a real product. They want something that they can use every day. Just like back in the beginning of the internet, we gave them email, we gave them porn, we gave them a bunch of other stuff, and they were happy. So how are we going to do that? Anyone has ideas? You can come on stage and take my place. Anyone? 1 billion people? Well, before I'm going to tell you how, and spoiler, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. This is what I used to look like before I got all the makeup in the back room. So back in 1994, when I was 2 years old, I wrote some of the original protocols for VoIP, back with the founders of the internet. Okay, you do a search. Anyone here, go to Google right now, do a search. Put that name down, see if you see anything. Where is the name? I built 7 different companies, VC-backed, raised over $1 billion, 1 billion with a B, and had exits of over 3 billion. That's still a record. That's more than all the ICOs put together. Okay? Now, I'm bragging here because all I'm trying to tell you guys that I did figure out how to bring 1 billion people to the internet. Not all by myself, obviously. We had millions of people doing it, millions of people building it. But every one of you, when you use your phone, it's using a voice protocol that was built back in 94, 95 by a group of very capable engineers who thought about how to bring the next 1 billion people on stage, onto the platform. So our team got together and we asked ourselves, what is that protocol? What is the next level of evolution that can bring another 1 billion people to the blockchain? What can we do? How do we build that community? And we centered on consumer credit. Okay, now anyone here does not have a credit card in their pocket? Anyone here wants another credit card in their pocket? So we all love credit. We all love accessing credit. And what Celcius has built is a new credit protocol. It's a new way of enabling access to credit that completely revolutionizes who gives it to you, how do you get access to it, and what do you pay for it? Okay, so let's talk about the banks. Anyone here familiar with banks? Anyone here love banks? Who here works for a bank? Take them out, security. So, we give deposit to the bank. You, sir, what's your name? John. John gives $1,000 to his bank. I'm not going to name names. Okay, what do they give you? How much do they pay you? Do you get 1% on your bank deposits? Almost. It's very hard to get 1% these days. Yet, when your neighbor right there is asking for credit, you know, not to name names, but it goes up to 28, 29, 30, 35%. Some people here in this room pay 35%. And they paid $100 for the application fee. Because they either don't have a credit, they're immigrants, or they have bad credit. So all that profit you see here, all of this, okay, translates into 15 billion a quarter $60 billion a year just for JP Morgan in profit. Not in revenues, in profit. Okay? So all we're going to do, it's very simple. We're going to take all of this blue here, cut it in half, give half of it to the borrower, give half of it to the lender. Who would like to have that? Who wants to be lender here and get that half of this profit? Well, that's all we did. We basically took a little bit of reserves for bad debt, and we basically split the rest of it between the borrower and the lender, and we enabled pure, real peer-to-peer lending on the blockchain. You've heard peer-to-peer. I'm sure you've seen it. Some of you even went online and applied for stuff, right? Guess what? That's not peer-to-peer. That's a centralized system that decides who gets what when, and most of the profit goes to them. Here, there is no profit. We're a foundation. This is for the people, by the people. Anyone could be a lender, and the next day could be a borrower. Or could be a lender and borrower 10 times during the month. You got your paycheck, you're a lender. You need to buy a car, you're a borrower. The next month, you're a lender again. So while you're lending, you're earning interest, 7, 8% interest. And when you're borrowing, you're paying 10, 12, 13, depending on your credit. And guess what? What you're paying is just the difference. So what is our MVP, right? We're creating a new digital credit score. We are insuring transactions for the lenders. So we're basically saying we raised this ICO. We're going to raise a lot of money. We're going to use that to insure the transaction. So when you lend, you have almost zero chance of not getting your money back, because we decided how much credit to give to someone, how much to charge them, and based on that, we will take some of the responsibility for any losses or lack of payment. And it's a true peer-to-peer marketplace that runs the new protocol, that runs on top of Ethereum, that accepts both Bitcoin and Ether. So how does it work? It's a complicated formula. We simplified it for you, but basically it's a very simple process. There's a smart contract. The lenders come from one side. They attach their wallets to the smart contract. They say, I want to lend. High risk, medium risk, or low risk. On the other side, borrowers come in and they say what they want, right? We score their credit, and the system automatically matches the borrowers to the lenders. Anytime the borrower makes a payment, automatically a smart contract distributes the proceeds to the people who gave those loans. The loans are fragmented, so they may have 100 people lending to one individual. So your risk is 1/100th of the loan. How big is this market? Nothing big, nothing serious. Anytime a slide uses T, okay, you don't have to talk about it anymore. It's big enough, okay? So this market is just for China, 33 trillion. Okay, anyone wants to go into China? All right, we need partners. We're here to recruit partners. So we tried to come up with a really simple formula that explains what we're actually doing. Are you guys familiar with it? It's very simple. Anyone here understands physics? High school physics? No? Here we go. Are you a theoretical physicist? Russian? Where are the Russians physicists? Where are they? So it's actually not that difficult. E stands for Ethereum. M stands for members. And C is credit, Celcius credit, right? You put all that together, what happens to the E, guys? What happens to the Ether? Goes up or down? Up, exactly. So I have a lot of Ether. You have a lot of Ether. You want to make your Ether valuable? Let's bring some new members into this platform. Okay, so what do we want? Oh, look at that. They screwed up our slide. You can see the banking is the biggest one. We definitely don't want banking. What we're looking for are partners who can help us build the ecosystem. We do certain things. We do the protocol. We do the credits calculations. We do the algorithms that calculate credit risk and so on. Everything else, we partner with people. We partner with the credit card guys, with the credit score guys, with guys that do new type of blockchain-based banking. If you have a piece that can work in our puzzle, come and talk to us, because we definitely want to build this as part of the Ethereum ecosystem. We don't want to do this all by ourselves. So, who else is on the team? So we have great guys. Whoop, sorry. They disappeared. I guess they quit. They're already working somewhere else. I can't go back. All right, here we go. Sorry about this. All right, here we go. Old animation. We worked on this for weeks. All right, so Daniel is right here. Anyone you see in this shirt, either is an imposter or he actually is a Celcius guy. We actually sold some shirt in our booth. So if you want shirts, you wear them, you get them. You don't wear them, you don't get them. Okay, it's that simple. So Daniel built a bunch of startups. David, oh my God, David got the original licenses for Gemini. Gemini, the only exchange in New York State. Okay, he survived the Winklevoss twins. Okay, he still can talk about it. So let's conclude what we have. We extend a peer-to-peer credit to the middle class and millennials. Both, we're going to start by focusing on the European and US markets because we think that that's the lowest risk for our membership, and then expand from there. We empower and strengthen the Ether. Okay, so if you own Ether, guess what? We're going to make your Ether more valuable, but we need your help to get there. And we want to grow the Ethereum community to the next 100 million users, because the only way for this to be a sustainable model is if we bring new members. Now, there's a lot of new members. First-time guys in the crowd? Who's here first time in a show, in a conference? All right, so we got like 100 people or so, all right? We need 100 million, not 100. And everybody wins, right? Your Ether is growing in value. Everybody gets more. So come see us. We have a booth in the back. I'm here only today, unfortunately. My son has his acceptance in New York tomorrow morning. I have to fly red-eye and go and sit in front of a bunch of teachers who will decide his future, okay? And believe me, they have no clue what Ether is or what blockchain is or anything like that. So, but the rest of our team is going to be here. This is how you can contact us, take a picture, or stop by the booth, pick up a credit. Yes, there's a question, I see. Yes, barely. That's right. I agree with you. So I wasn't supposed to say that. I wasn't supposed to say that. My lawyers are right there. My PR guys are sweating right there. But we're actually going to give a coin for free to everybody. Okay, everybody at this conference, you got your free Celcius coin. Okay, go on Celcius.network, register, and you'll get your free coin when we issue. Okay, so even if you don't participate in the ICO, as long as we have all the information, we want you to be part of the community, all right? Does that sound good? Did anyone ever give you anything for free? But I'm serious. The point is to bring as many people in. And prior to the ICO, we're going to issue coins to people just because they have interest in Ethereum, in the blockchain, and they want to be educated about that. Obviously, some people are going to come and buy 1 million of those, but at least we want people to learn how to hold a wallet. What does it mean to have a coin? What can you do with it? And so on. Because these things are extremely important to educate people. Look, I was a skeptic, okay? I sat on the fence for 3 years, and I have 50 patents, okay? So I'm a very technical guy. I can take it with anyone here. Any guy here who thinks he's technical, come talk to me, all right? And I found everything that was wrong with the blockchain for 3 years, okay? And seeing, just like the previous speaker told you, every time you saw the price crash, it came back bigger and better. It's like the Hydra, you know, the Greek mythology. You cut a head, 2 heads grow up. That's what this is. And eventually I just said, enough. Enough is enough. I'm bowing to the blockchain. I'm bowing to the blockchain. Okay? Come see us at the booth. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you. We have a conference in New York, October 23rd. Love to see you there.